Hi everybody, my name is Gavin Poyer, and welcome back. Today we're listening to Loving in Stereo by Jungle. This is their newest full-length album. It should have lots of good vibes, lots of dancing, lots of sweat. I've heard quite a few off this album already, so I should be kind of familiar with it, so I'm really excited. Here we are with number 1, Dry Your Tears. Interesting way to start off the album. I think this is kind of perfect, honestly. It really does feel like an intro, or if you've ever seen like a musical or something, like the first number off of a musical where like the curtains open up and then like everything's getting set up. That's kind of what it feels like. Wow, this is almost the perfect transition into the second song, Keep Moving. It's been a bit since I listened to this originally. It's been a while, almost, I want to say like 5 months or something like that. Not that I haven't listened to it in between, but in the context of the album, it just kind of, it feels different, I suppose, because it's a full body of work. And honestly, it fit perfectly within the first like 2 songs because it transitioned so well. That bass line is just so groovy. I don't know how it does it, but it works its way into my body, and it just kind of takes over. I don't really care how foolish I look in front of the camera. I can live with it. I can live with it. Oh! Honestly, it's just a really good, feel-good song. I feel like anytime you're probably in like a bad mood or something, just turn on some Jungle. Turn on some Jungle. I looked on Genius, and one of the members of Jungle, Jay Lloyd, said that this album in general is supposed to be upbeat. It's supposed to be about picking yourself up and moving forward. There's supposed to be a lot of freedom within it, and based off what I've already heard and the songs I've already heard on my channel, I can definitely feel that, especially with Keep On Moving. We are on to number 3, All of the Time. Weird. I almost want to say upbeat elevator music. That sounds like a disservice to Jungle, but that's kind of what it sounds like. You never know. about a week since I've recorded anything. I've been dealing with like migraines for basically that amount of time, so like 7 days basically. And can I say that this is such a wonderful way of getting back into this? It's so bright, it's so happy. The only bad thing is that I'm like 1,000 degrees right now because jungle has a way of working its way into my body. It's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. So I haven't heard this one before, and it seems to fit within the album. I feel like this is going to be a truly cohesive album, you know, with the thoughts of freedom and picking yourself up and, you know, making yourself feel good. I feel like Jungle is like the perfect artist to kind of represent that, honestly. Nice. And we are on to number 4, Romeo featuring Boz. This is another one I've already heard, but it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different because I think this is one of the only features that, it's the second feature on this album, but I don't really see features happen too often with Jungle, so that's the interesting part of it.
Never lose, steady climb, city crime infested. 10 years, so divine, my blessings. I injected hope into my lungs and spoke up things I once thought were silly dreams. I walk you through the scene. Jump on a jet and it's charted a star. Bad in the cycle, I don't even like her. She dead it, I cannot be bothered to call. Hope you see the light, darling. Oh yes.
Yeah, I think Boz was a really good pick, honestly. He has kind of like this, I don't know, I want to say carefree kind of attitude to him, at least that I've seen in some of his music. I'm not that big of a fan of him, but I do like some of his music, and it definitely is bright sometimes. So to hear him on this, it just fits perfectly, honestly.
Had so much to prove, but nowhere with all, so you got nowhere at all, no way out. Either way, it's all gon' play out. It's all gon' play out. I never seen this type of glow. Look at the seed I plan to grow. I think they need to add a feed, but it won't be the status quo. Plot twist, a plot twist. Let's talk about some progress and objectives. If you talking about less than I'm came a long way, I'm a project. Baby, this a rolling out of Timex. She climbed me like an ibex and tied me. I came a long way.
Honestly, this might be one of my favorite ones on the album. I know, granted, I haven't heard the rest of the album yet, but I've heard quite a few songs already, and I think this might be one of my favorite ones. Maybe Keep On Moving. Or Keep Moving. I don't know, it's hard to pick. It's definitely hard to pick. I do really appreciate the production in this one. I think it's a little bit different than the others. A lot of the others kind of have a similar vibe, but obviously they're different in their own respects. But I don't know, this one kind of just hits different.
Still resolve. Look at you like a cube of sugar in a pool of water that you will dissolve. Had so much to prove, but nowhere with all, so you got nowhere at all, no way out. Either way, it's all gon' play out. It's all gon' play out, but nowhere with all, so you got.
I feel like a lot of Jungle's music would go really well with like a car ride or like a road trip or something like that. I definitely feel the wind blowing against my face and kind of just blasting this song as you're riding against like a coastline or something like that. That's definitely the vibe.
Nowhere at all, no way out. Either way, it's all gon' play out. It's all gon' play out.
Okay, great. It's going pretty fast, honestly. A lot of these tracks are like under 3 minutes, which is really cool because I mean nowadays people are it's hard to keep attention. Honestly, I mean even for me. We're on to number 5, Lifting You.
God, if I give up thinking about the future, thought you had enough thinking about the past. 'Cause I don't wanna wake up any morning without you. Talk of all our dreams, all the things we'll do. You said, oh, lift your body up, naturally we fall.
So a little bit slower, but in the past I've kind of liked some of their slower songs. I think they do some interesting things with it. I think I want to say there's a song called Accelerate that's a little bit slower, but hits really hard. Maybe I'm thinking of a different one, but they definitely knew how to do slow as well as, fast paced. I feel like there's a harmony with pretty much anything that's ever said in like any of their songs ever, because it's two guys, right? And they're always just singing. I don't know. I know in the choruses especially there's harmonies like for days, but I guess I've never paid attention to see if like all of their songs are like that. And if they are, I love that because harmonies just give me chills. It's amazing what they can do with their music because I feel completely relaxed with this one. Usually I have a lot of tension in like the back of my neck because I have bad posture, but it's gone. It's completely gone. Sure, once I change the song, it's probably kind of come right back, but it feels good. It feels good. This is definitely a good vibe. Awesome. Okay. It's really crazy how fast this is going so far. We're on to number 6, Bonnie Hill.
In the sunshine, it's okay to be selfish. Let your soul shine. It's okay to feel helpless with someone like me. Now you can breathe with someone like me. You won't fall.
Yeah, like harmonies in every single song. Also, the beat in this one is just very, it's very stanky. Very stanky. like that. I like that message, letting your soul shine. Like, I feel like enough people probably don't even do that. They forget that they even have something in them called a soul. I mean, especially nowadays with the way the world is going, it's hard to remember that, like, soul is still there. It's definitely still there and it's still thriving. You just have to kind of reconnect yourself with it.
With someone like me, now you can breathe. Someone like me, you won't fall. With someone like me, to tell me, with someone like me, I know. With someone like me.
Yeah, if there's one instrument I would want to know how to play, it would be bass. I think it matches my personality perfectly. The stank face would be happening constantly if I knew how to actually play it. Yeah, that would be amazing.
The sunshine. It's okay to be selfish. Let your soul shine. It's okay to feel helpless with someone like me.
One thing I just thought about is how wild a jungle concert would be. I'm thinking more of the audience perspective because I'm sure people are just dancing like throughout the entire thing. I'm sure there's just positive vibes all around. If you've ever been to a jungle concert before, be sure to share your experience in the comments. I like that one. I like that one a lot. It's interesting. They really do pack unique grooves into each and every song. They may sound similar every once in a while, but they're all unique. They're all unique. We're on to number 7, Fire. Okay. So we got some faster tempo. Interesting. I'm going to take it back just a few seconds to get back into it. I mean, it makes more sense that the song's called Fire, and we're listening to a faster tempo song. I'm such a fool. I'm such a fool for bass. And this one especially, it's got a really kind of unique and cool bass line that's going on the whole thing. Bike ride. I think a bike ride is another good way to consume jungle's music. I feel like you need to be moving. You definitely need to be moving, either through dance, through a car ride, through a bike journey, walking, running. I don't know. You need some kind of movement to go along with it. Okay, cool. We're on to number 8, Talk About It, which is another one that I've heard. Yeah, the transitions between each song has been pretty smooth. I know I've been kind of cutting it off at the end, but it's pretty seamless, honestly, and the tempo of the previous song seems to almost go into the next one. As we saw with Dry Your Tears, with the strings in the beginning, matching the strings with Keep Moving, and I feel like Fire really matches this one a lot.
Let's talk about it. Don't run, 'cause I knew you when you came along. Let's talk about it. Shoot up, don't pretend. We don't need no slow dance. In the sand, promise you I'll feel good once again. Now I'll be there with you when it ends.
If you are listening to Jungle for the first time with me, then you need to do yourself a favor and go look at any of their videos, because they have some really talented dancers and it's entertaining every single time. They have a lot of music videos out, actually for this album too. I've covered quite a few of them, and they've all been brilliant and entertaining as heck. They make some of just the best music videos I've seen, honestly. Do you see what I mean about their songs being bright, though? Like, that just exudes, like, happiness, you know? You only get happiness from that song, and it's needed. It's really needed. You don't really get this in music too much, you know? Something so bright and so powerful, so motivating. It's really great. We're on to number 9, No Rules. the bass is so freaking prominent. And it makes sense if you think about it. A lot of dance music, a lot of disco, a lot of funk has that bass, it kind of drives everything, if that makes sense. At least for me, I'm always looking for a good bass line, and god dang. So obviously with Jungle, we're not going to get a ton of lyrical content. And that's okay. That's okay because I feel like it's more about the feeling. And in this case, it's happiness, freedom, everything that I said about that quote from the member of the group. We're on to number 10, Truth. This is also another one I've seen. By the way, for all the ones that I have seen, I'm pretty sure I have videos of those. So if you want to check those out, go ahead. It's interesting. Each song has their own vibe. I'm getting surfing vibes from this one, which is really cool. And it fits the, the movement thing that I was talking about. Cars, running, bicycles, surfing, apparently. It's just, it needs to be mixed. It's like, I don't know, what's a good combination? Fries and ketchup, cheese and wine. It's like cheese and wine. We're on to number 11, What Do You Know About Me? Some songs I think hit a little bit harder than others for me. It really just depends on the groove and, I don't know, the way things are said, I suppose. But, some of them really do hit hard. This one, Truth is pretty good. Bonnie Hill was great. Romeo, all of those, Keep Moving. Like, there's a lot in here that really just kind of hits you right off the bat.
What you know about me? What you know about me now? Think you got the warning. That's what you don't say. What you know? Think you got the warning. That's what you don't say. You don't listen. You don't listen. No. What you know about me? What you know about me now? What you know about me?
read on the side that they're British. Is this something that I knew already? I'm sure somebody told me that, but I'm seeing it now, and I don't hear it at all. I don't hear it at all, but I don't know. British artists are, they're incredible. They're incredible. Like, they go far beyond the Call of Duty. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's two male frontmen, right? So where is the woman's voice coming from? That's a girl, right? If you know more info about that, let me know. Like I said, not too much lyrical content, but again, it's about the feeling. Yeah. I mean, it's just a freaking vibe. It's just a freaking vibe. Like, every single one of these songs seems very specific to a very specific activity, or I don't know. It's something I need to experiment with. I need to re-listen to this album while doing something. That's very much the energy that I get from this. What you know about me? What you know about me now? Are you really gonna listen? Are you really gonna listen? Are you really gonna listen? I like that one. I like that one a lot. We're on to number 12, Just Fly, Don't Worry. Kind of impressive how short some of these songs are. Like, this one is like 1 minute and 40 seconds. The first one was like 1 minute and 10 seconds. There's been a few of these that are like 2 minutes and 20 seconds. It's kind of just a short and concise album, honestly. Pretty cool. Now, I'm still really new to jungle. I found out about them 5 months ago from a subscriber of mine. Thank you, by the way, if you're watching this. But they seem like a go-to feel-good artist. I'm curious if other people feel the same way. Obviously you have a feel-good artist to go to when you feel sad, when you or angry. I don't know, but they seem like a good go-to. actually really enjoy those. You know, the really, really short ones, the minute 45, minute 10-second ones, it does its job and then it leaves. And I just feel good. I just feel freaking good. We're on to number 13, Goodbye My Love, featuring Priya Raghu. I really hope I said that right. I'm not familiar with the artist that's featured on this, but she has a nice voice. Almost kind of smooth. A little bit of sexiness. But it's relaxed, if that makes sense. There isn't too much pressure on it, but I'm getting that out of it, I suppose.
Did you think it could be your time? Did you think we could make it right? If I can't pretend you're mine, I'll be down. Yeah. God is my girl, she is my teacher. Morning will rise to us all in this town. I gotta learn all for the spirit.
Yeah, I love hearing different artists because it just gives me more to listen to. I'm definitely interested in this artist because it sounds like what she does is kind of R&B, and I love R&B, and I've already heard her voice, and she sounds great. So I'm curious what her actual music sounds like.
Only if you are my love. Did you think it could be your time? Did you think we could make it right? If I can't pretend you're mine, I'll be
That's another thing I've been noticing. There's been a few instruments here and there that I don't think I've heard too much of in other jungle songs. There's saxophone, there's some horns and trumpets and stuff like that. Whatever is playing right now, I feel like it's some kind of horn, right? I don't know music too well, but yeah, pretty good. Like I said before, their slower songs do seem to have an extreme appeal to me, especially this one because it has a featured artist, and like I said before, jungle doesn't really do that as often. Well, we got 2 on this album, right? But it's the only 2 I think I've seen in any of their music. I'm still missing an album by them, so maybe they have some on there, but I really like them working with other artists. Honestly, that might be one of my favorite ones. It just relaxed the crap out of me with a hint of sexiness in there. What more could I ask for? We're on to number 14 and the last song on the album, Can't Stop the Stars. So right off the bat, there's so many kind of different sounds going on. There's a constant brushing of like chimes or something like that that's going on, and it makes me think. It makes me think about nighttime. It does, and it's called "Can't Stop the Stars." There's the horns, and then there's something else that sounds like a spaceship or something like that.
I know that you want me, so say that you do. With every word of yours, I could play back and forth. I won't let it haunt me, knowing that it's true. You know I've been working hard every day. I come home.
This is almost gives me like Earth, Wind, and Fire vibes. And it's funny because I was talking about, funk and disco earlier, and it kind of just it threads the line perfectly.
You know I've been working hard every day. I come home. She said, can't stop the stars from moving 'cause you ain't got the time. I think your chance is coming, but it's gotta be tonight.
Like I said, each song has its own specific vibe. I feel like I'm on a flat top of a mountain. All the stars are out, and I'm just dancing on top of there without a care in the world. That's what it feels like.
If I ever find out, oh, my heart's been missing. Won't you give me something? I know that you want me, so say that you do. You know I've been working hard every day. I come home.
So piano. There's almost like a rattling. I'm trying to think of what that instrument is. I can picture it in my head, right? There's kind of like a rattling sound within the song. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but there's just a lot of different components. A lot of different components on this one. And I like that. I think it's working really well.
She said, can't stop the stars from moving 'cause you ain't got the time. I think your chance is coming, but it's gotta be tonight. I wanna be all I wanna be is dancing free. I wanna be all I
I feel that. I feel that honestly. The whole vibe of this album is I think it's really well constructed. This might be one of their best works out. I still haven't listened to all of their music, but I feel like I can already tell that this one's just really cohesive and concise, like I said. Wow. And I mean, that's it. That's it. Really short runtime, or at least it seems short to me, which is always a good thing. You know, I don't really enjoy albums that are over like an hour and 15 minutes because at that point it just becomes exhausting. So I feel like this is kind of the perfect length for an album, especially Jungle, because they really know how to string each song into the next. Really successful in my eyes. Be sure to share your comments on the album. I'm going to end the video there. I had a wonderful time. I love Jungle. I love that album. I'm going to be listening to this when I move. Yeah. Okay. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next one. All right. Bye.